An activist who touts himself as a crusader against corruption is now going to federal prison for stealing public money.
7 investigator Heather Catallo first broke the story of Robert Davis embezzling money from the Highland Park School District, and Heather joins us now to tell us what happened in federal court today.
Well, the man who files so many lawsuits against Michigan political leaders is now a convicted felon, and he's heading to federal prison. The judge who sentenced him to 18 months behind bars told Robert Davis in court today, "You should have known better," and he called this a crime against the public.
A federal judge called Robert Davis selfish and greedy today, telling the activist, "You're not Robin Hood when you're robbing from the poor." The former president of the Highland Park School Board pleaded guilty to embezzling nearly $200,000 from the financially strapped school district. Davis also pleaded guilty to filing a false tax return. Judge Arthur Tarnow told Davis during his sentencing today, "It's public property that you took. You took it from a system that could not afford it." Davis apologized and begged the court for probation, but the judge sentenced him to 18 months in prison with another 2 years of supervised release.
I thank Judge Tarnow because it could have been worse, and I learned my lesson.
The judge said you should have known better.
I should have, and certainly from my background and from my mentors, I should have. And so there's a consequence and a price you have to pay, and I'm ready to do that.
Federal prosecutors say the 35-year-old embezzled hundreds of thousands of dollars from the school district that now has a deficit of $7.6 million. As the 7 investigators first reported back in 2012, Davis used his influence on the school board to have checks funneled to bank accounts that had nothing to do with school business. One of the accounts that Davis controlled was called Citizens United to Save Highland Park Schools. Federal prosecutors say that fund should have been called the Robert Davis Fund to loot Highland Park schools. Davis is known for his relentless lawsuits that he's filed against the governor, the Detroit mayor, and other local governments. Prosecutors say Davis used the excessive litigation to harass his political enemies and to distract his fellow school board members from uncovering his embezzlement schemes. For just the Highland Park lawsuits, he cost the school district at least $17,000 in attorney fees. As for why he took the money, Davis admitted in court he used the stolen funds against his political opponents.
There's no reason why. Lack of judgment, my youthful age, but as Judge Tarnow indicated, there is no excuse.
What do you have to say to the children of Highland Park and the school system?
That I sincerely apologize for my actions, and I'm going to work very diligently to make it up to them.
Both the feds and the Highland Park Schools emergency manager are asking for more than $446,000 in restitution. The restitution will be paid back to the school district, but the judge has not yet determined the amount yet. But the feds really portraying Mr. Davis in their pleadings as a real bully with the lawsuits.
Yeah, is he going to continue those lawsuits? He's got 18 months with nothing else to do.
Well, he says he's going to continue his fight. We'll see what that actually entails now that he's a convicted felon.
Yeah, there have been so many. Thank you, Heather.
Thanks. Tonight.